So, Barcelona.
Yeah, man.
And the iconic coast of Barcelona, Spain, our stunning backdrop for tonight's game. It's the matchup everyone's been waiting for, Madrid and Barcelona, and we have it here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Schwartz and Brian Beneficeni, and we can't wait to get this matchup started.
Well, players might tell you this is just like any other game, but it's not. I mean, this is a big one. This is Madrid, this is Barcelona, and it's one of the most intense rivalries in the world.
And when you look at the recent run-ins, Barcelona has had the advantage, and they are in the midst of an SNCL dynasty, fellas.
Well, nobody can match Barca's talent. They have stars at every position, and they all play off each other so well. This will be a tough job for Madrid to get a win, but with the way MP has been playing, anything is possible. And you look at the talent of this Barcelona basketball team, they are the reigning champs and set to be great for a long, long time.
And it's Galindo missing. MP with it. Now guarded by Galindo. And stolen by Herrera. And there's a foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Now here's Cuesta. Covered by Delgado.
With insane length for a guard, Montoya stays connected to shooters.
Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for his first shot. Shoots a fader. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. As you said, Barcelona could be an incredible force in Europe for a long time with the talent they have.
I don't think I can recall a starting five this stacked ever in Europe. And it's not just the level of talent, it's how they complement each other and work together so well.
And with the level of effort and work ethic that MP has put forth this season, he's earned respect from several of the veterans in this league.
But he sure has, and at the top of that list, we even heard that Memo Solano, that great player, was impressed by this kid. And let me tell you, if you've got Memo saying good things about you, you've got a future here in Spain and maybe beyond.
Now here's Galindo. Stolen by Illich. Pass to Simon. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
It's been impressive to see how quickly MP has won over the veterans in this league with his play. He quickly garnered respect from just about everybody with his work ethic.
To add to that, I heard he exchanged jerseys with Memo Solano earlier in the season. That's not something that Solano does with anybody, so MP must have left a lasting impression. Big show of athleticism by MP, going up strong for the dunk.
Pass to Alvarez. Torre from range, and it's good. Assisting on the play is Alvarez.
It must be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense will be there for them.
Outside Montoya. Simon, he's guarded by De La Torre. And that one goes long. Barcelona trailing. Here's Llorente. Galindo gets the bucket.
A nice movement by Galindo after setting the screen. That's how you use the pick and roll to your advantage. And obviously in this matchup, Madrid comes in as just massive underdogs. But this Madrid side always rises up when they play Barcelona.
Well, Barcelona just has...
And Madrid making a change here. And here's Herrera. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game. Pass to Cuesta. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Simon. And here tonight in the city of Barcelona, one of the most breathtaking cities in all of Europe.
It's very easy to fall in love with Barcelona, and you can see why so many great players want to come and play here. It's not hard to attract top talent when you get to pitch this city as a home.
Up top, Cuesta. Pass to Quiroga. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Great feed by the center, Tomas Cuesta, a very skilled player.
Second quarter, and we're a little over a minute and a half in. Baseline jumper. And it's Cuesta with the rebound. Barcelona in the lead. Here's Moreno. Alvarez defending. Here's Quiroga. There's a screen by Cuesta. Here's Moreno. Again, Barcelona.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Here's Barcelona. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played. To the inside.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Built up a lead, and here we go. It's showtime.
For the victories go the spoils.
Yes, indeed. And hey, why not? The more plays they make like that, the more they're going to have these guys on the ropes.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Here's Moreno. 6 points for him. Quiroga gets the bucket.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and he'll have that ball there waiting for him.
Pass to Simon. Rojas. Aguilar outside. To the paint. Here's Martinez. 3 on the clock. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Selfless basketball by MP right there. He's all about finding his teammates.
Herrera with it. Picked up by Aguilar. Espinoza. That one's good.
He's got such a sweet three-point stroke, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opponents out to the perimeter.
Welcome everyone. It's time to get ready for the gripping season-long pursuit of the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Great to have your company here from Blaine, Minnesota. It's moving day of the 3M Open. Hello everyone, Luke Elby here alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's terrific to have your company on 2K Sports. Rich, this player's been doing really nicely, building that solid advantage over the field. But today's just as important as the first few, isn't it?
Of course it is. And the way they're playing, however, though, I don't see them going anywhere but up. I just find what they're doing out there to be fairly flawless. Now, is it possible they stumble? Of course it is. But I'm having a hard time understanding how that could happen.
Let's catch up with play down on the 6th. Wow, that was just striped. The approach shot here, Rich, if you're going for the green. Bit of water there to the left, but is it a good one to get close?
I believe so, Luke. I don't see why you would not go for it if you have the firepower to get there. Again, though, just be a little bit cautious with your second shot, leaving it out to the right.
Nice recovery. every effort there. That should help save his par. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard.
I like it. 2 in a row.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
7th hole at the Twin Cities. Risk versus reward. Do you feel brave? Driver will get you glory, but an iron will keep you safe off the tee.
Oh, well done. Well, this looks a rather familiar position. I feel this approach is from the same spot as yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. Just a short putt remaining here. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. The 8th hole is a par 3.
This is a really cool design long par 3. As you can see, the green is not very deep. It is wide, and there's lots of pin placements to use on this green. Probably my favorite hole on the golf course, Luke.
Good look at a birdie here. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Currently in first position. Teeing off now on the 9th hole.
This is fraught with danger everywhere. Out to the right, out of bounds, comes into play quickly. If you miss it over to the left, there's waste area that you want no part of. Find the fairway, and the second shot demands you keep it left of that water. Anywhere on the green on the left side is a fantastic play.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Outstanding approach shot. 7-footer right here.
He's got this one for birdie.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. This is the transition point of the round. Making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Well, this is lovely play, and it just confirms it after grabbing the 54-hole lead. Good play, Rich.
It's been a work of art from my point of view, and I gotta say, I hope it continues for one more day.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich B and the entire Hard Fair, bringing you all the final round coverage of the 3M Open from TPC Twin Cities. Luke Elby here, pleased to have you with us today. And Rich, as this final round gets underway, our featured player is at the top of the field.
Yes, he's got the lead and needs to keep things steady heading into this final round. Should be a great day of golf ahead of us, Luke.
We'll now head to the 13th hole and catch up on play. He's been playing beautifully all tournament, got quite a healthy advantage. Let's see if he gets the job done.
He's got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
This putt should go left to right here.
So close, but an easy par. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard. After that, and I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. That's an awful error. He's setting up for his second shot. Chosen the pitching range here.
That shot had Will Zalatoris doing a double take. I think he may be starting to take this rivalry a bit more seriously.
He's currently sitting in first place. Here we are on the par 4 15th hole.
Fairly simple and straightforward tee shot here as the fairway pitches in from both the right and left-hand side. So hitting the fairway shouldn't be much of a problem. From there, the second shot goes straight back up the hill to a green that's protected by bunkers on the left-hand side.
Chance to change his fortunes on the green. This would be a good one to make.
Alright guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Oh, that's some handy golf. What a time to make back-to-back birdies.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
Holding steady in first place after that one. We've arrived at a par 4.
With the tees all the way back, it's just a fairway metal or a long iron off the tee and a wedge from there to a green that's not very deep but wide. Every once in a while, though, they'll move the tee box up, and when they do, get after it.
Time for the second shot at the 16th. This one's going right on the pin here. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. Hasn't managed to birdie this hole this week. will drop and it will extend the lead. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Welcome to the par 3 17th hole. Going with the 6 iron here. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Just building upon his advantage, he keeps making the important plays. And now that finds him in first place. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A.
Tell you, where he drove this, that's where some players are dreaming of pitching out to.
From around 220 yards. Great looking shot this. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
This putt for him to win the event. This could be his 4th birdie in a row. That's a PGA Tour title to add to the list. Your 3M Open champion.
Congratulations to the 3M winner. Only the best of the best win here in Minneapolis.
That is a comprehensive performance, Rich.
It's just one of these wins where you just want to sit back and just soak it all in and enjoy it.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elving, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round 1 of the Knot Championship is about to begin. It's great to have your company. I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam. And out on the course bringing all the action is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. There's great anticipation in the air, and we're delighted to have you with us as we begin this next event on 2K Sports. Oh, that was mashed. Second shot here on the 6th. Well played, mate. Sitting at 5 under for the day. Let's take a look at Rosang, shall we? An opportunity for a birdie here. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
And not giving the field a chance to breathe whatsoever.
He's leading by 5 shots as we head to the next hole. Here we are at the par 4 7th hole. Quality shot, that one. Well, Rich, we're at the Knot Championship, and this is the week before the start of the FedEx Cup playoffs. There may be some nerves this week for some players who need to grind out some more FedEx Cup points to qualify for those all-important finals.
Well, those players not finishing in the top 70, Luke, will not advance to the FedEx Cup playoffs, even though they might finish in the top 125. 70, that's the cutoff number. That's what they're aiming for.
We've reached the 8th hole. Going with the pitching wedge here. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
I wonder if he's going to try and attack this hole. He could definitely extend the lead if he plays it right.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Here's Rosang.
She has got to like the look of this one. I know I do.
in the amateur ranks, a college star as well, but she's quickly become a star in the women's game, hasn't she? Rose Yang continues to shine out here on tour.
Making the transition from great amateur player to winning on the LPGA Tour, it's not. She makes it look seamless, which is absolutely not the case. And very few in the game are actually able to do that. And I think if you look in the history of it, only the greats are able to make that transition from amateur game to professional game and not be bothered by it at all. And she looks to be one of those players. I'm looking forward to seeing how her career progresses. She's going to be one of the greats.
This is a ball striking clinic. Yet another green in red here.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
And that's 8 birdies today. And that'll ensure he remains in first place. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Setting up here with a very long putt. And he's down there. You got to read.
This putt is breaking right to left.
Well, that one's come off the blade with intent. That one's got some intent. Oh, that's a great looking putt. And that should secure the par on this one. He'll like to look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. That really puts the leader way out ahead of the rest of the pack. And it's only the first round. Well, that's a lovely way to finish the opening round. Out in front, the leader. Sounds great.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome in for round 2 of the Knot Championship. I'm Luke Elvey, glad to have you back with us. Rich, this player's been doing really nicely, building that solid advantage over the field. But today's just as important as the first few, isn't it?
Of course it is. And the way they're playing, however, though, I don't see them going anywhere but up. I just find what they're doing out there to be fairly flawless. Now, is it possible they stumble? Of course it is. But I'm having a hard time understanding how that could happen.
We're going down to the first hole now. Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway from about 100 yards. I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Currently 12 under for the event. And over to the second we go, and it's a par 4. That's heading for the fairway. This is his second shot. Well, that one is looking like, oh, you beauty, an eagle.
I can't believe that. It just out of nowhere from that far away? That's sensational.
And back to the play, shall we? And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Stepping onto the tee now of the par 5 third hole.
Nice hole, the last one, coming off that eagle. Let's see what's in store for us now.
That's a big drive.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Ooh, staying aggressive. Going for the green. This line doesn't look too tough, just in the first cut, right by the green. Ooh, that almost went down. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. He's currently in first place. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. Oh, well played. John, do you have any info down there?
Well, I'm on the 9th hole at the moment and watching Tony Finau set up his next shot.
That's tiny. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? And this shot from about 150 yards out. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Fantastic approach, right at it. Rose Zhang is having a word with her caddy after that shot. Not sure if it's related or not, but the rivalry seems to be heating up here.
Always nice to have a birdie putt and maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Hole 5 is a par 3. Going with the 5-iron here. Wonderfully played. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Gee, talking about bursting out of the gates.
Oh, that settles the nerves right there. Great stuff.
Currently sitting at an impressive 17 under for this event. Well, that's some pretty tidy work through 2 rounds, Rich. Has opened up a huge buffer over the field.
I don't think I've seen 2 rounds this complete in my life, Luke. Having such a massive lead, how can they handle it?
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich P, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome in for round 3 of the Mott Championship. Can't wait to get to the action. I'm Luke Goldie, alongside my booth mate Rich Beam. It's always terrific to have you join us. And Rich, as we head into the weekend here, you know, they say Rome wasn't built in a day, but it looks like this player's built it in 2.
It's so fun. It's been amazing to watch. He's got such a huge lead, a colossal lead going into the final 36 holes. He almost wonders, is he thinking about the win yet, or is he able to kind of calm himself down before he goes out there today?
Time for the second shot here at the 9th.
That dog will hunt.
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
A birdie putt away. What a putt that was.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back 9, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, after 9, so far, so good. It's great to see these 2 players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament. Nicely done.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 190 yards.
This one is right down the pipe. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And he holds another one. And he's building quite a sizable lead here. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Picking it up on the 11th hole here.
Good birdie on the last. What's in store now?
Opting for the 100, I think. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. The 12th hole is a par 4. Good looking shot this. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
I'm thinking a little left to right here.
Putting for birdie here. So close. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. He sits in first position. Looking at a par 5 here. That's a good looking shot there. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's looking at an elevated green, definitely up the hill. Yeah, going for it in 2. Okay. He wants to win.
Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, I'm going to go with 36 feet for this putt. Should be interesting.
All right, this one's starting way out to the left.
Lining up the birdie putt here. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. This hole is a long par 4.
coming off a birdie to last, looking at another one.
Yeah, that one will play. This shot from around the 200-yard marker.
Yeah, that was great wind management there.
7 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Still in the lead now after that hole. And as the third round comes to a close, this player is in top spot on the leaderboard.
It's been a work of art from my point of view, and I gotta say, I hope it continues for one more day.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HP Studios, it's goodbye for now. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time to hand out the trophy here at the Knot Challenge. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. It's great to have you with us. Well, Rich, we're into the final round here, and someone's going to walk away with a trophy. What do you think the chances are of this player?
Should be a lot of nerves. They got the lead. They've been sleeping on it overnight. That is never an easy thing to do. Almost an uncomfortable situation at times, but they are playing well, so they have that confidence going into the final round. But this is going to be a tough afternoon ahead.
That'll work there. Standing over his second shot. Good sounding strike, that one. A wonderful shot into 14. It sets up another look at birdie. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. We've arrived at a par 4 hole. drive, heading straight towards the cut stuff. Another birdie opportunity coming up for this player.
Oh, what a way to finish the day. Hoping he can close out.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Putting hasn't been the strength today. Hopefully that can change right here. And he's down there. You got a read?
This is such a tough read. It looks straight all the way, and then it will right.
That is a great putt.
Seemingly an insurmountable lead with just 4 to play. Gotta like his position.
The movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round.
One needs to kick left and kick left hard.
And this has been a hole he's unable to take advantage of so far for this event. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
Don't mind the look of this. Good putt, that. He's currently sitting in first place. On the tee now, the par 4 17th hole. Oh, that is crushed. Oh, what a shot by our leader. Woo-wee. They show movies on flights shorter than that. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet. Oh, he's on fire today. Building upon his lead. Hole after hole. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last. Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
That drive was simply astonishing.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
And if this chip drops, he'll win the event. Nice recovery there.
Great touch.
This putt to win the notch, and that's it. He's holding it for the victory. Well played.
Backing up the Brinks truck once again this week. Filling it up.
That is a comprehensive performance, Rich.
Didn't break a sweat on the way to victory lane. I gotta say, I love it. It was so easy and smooth. It was a work of art.
On behalf of Rich Bean, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. Andrew Catalan alongside Rich Beam and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action on the course. And Rich, this tournament is dripping in storylines, especially for our featured player. As we get set for the first round of action, what can you tell us about this course?
This is probably the most underrated, difficult golf course on the tour. There are more golf balls hit in the water at TPC Southwind than any other venue on the PGA Tour, and that includes Sawgrass. It's hard to believe, but that is exactly what happens year in and year out. It's just one of these golf courses that gets sneaky difficult at times. There's certainly opportunities to make a lot of birdies and take it low, but if you get off kilter just a little bit with your game, you're going to hit some foul balls, they're going to go in the water, and you're going to make in doubles and triples. It's really a cool golf course in that sense because it seems easy and kind, but in reality it's not.
And after that, he remains at even par. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
A little bit of a dog leg from right to left. The trees to the left see a lot of action, but every once in a while you'll see a player hit a foul ball where? Out of bounds to the right.
This is his second shot. Only one shot off the pace. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. This putt for top spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. And that will take him now to 1 under for the event. We've now arrived at the par 4 7th.
Straight away as it gets. You gotta avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, but even more so, you can't miss it right. Those trees, they're unforgivable. Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
Playing from around 150 yards here. Choosing the 9-iron here. Well, this one's going right at the flag. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This is for birdie.
And after that hole is no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Let's take a look at this par 3 8th hole.
A narrow yet long green. I've noticed in the past, though, a lot of players misjudging the distance. Short is okay, long is no-no.
All right, John, which way is this putt gonna go?
Just a slight break to the left on this putt.
This putt left for birdie.
birdie would have been a big boost to the card. And just this short one left for par. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead. We've hit the closing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
Plays downhill. Players usually taking out 3 wood for accuracy, as length is not necessary here.
There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
This would be a great up and down.
This is looking good. Is it gonna go?
Well, that's a beautiful bunker shot there.
Time to get back to live play. This is a 6-footer. And it drops. That's the 4th birdie of the day. As we head to the next hole, our featured player has a 2-shot cushion. The 10th hole is a par 4.
Once again, driver may not be required here. Fairway does run out about 300 yards, so 3 wood for position is fine.
That is gonna work. Going with 8-iron here. 3 feet to the cup. Okay, back-to-back birdies. I'm starting to feel a little something here.
Kinda like it. 2 in a row.
And as we move things along, our featured player is up by 3 shots. Here's a look at the leaderboard at the end of round 1, and he finds himself in first place.
Who doesn't like to be the leader? It's always good. Rather the first round, you'd rather have it the last round, though. But I gotta say, good start.
Well, that'll do it for us today. For our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long, and we'll 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the first stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs. We're back for second round action of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. I'm Andrew Catalan. Great to be back with you today. 8 under par for our featured player as we start the day. Let's get down to the first hole. That's the thick stuff.
Made bogey here yesterday, and it looks like deja vu all over again.
Always gotta give it a bit extra out the rough.
John, you're down there. What can you tell us about the lie?
Well, guys, it might not be all that bad here in the first cut. It's sitting up pretty good.
Just off the fairway, and what a beautiful shot. A chance here for par. And that putt drops, and we move on to the next.
Nice, solid opening hole right there.
Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. Teeing off on the par 4 second.
Kind of a surprisingly difficult tee shot, not a very long hole, but the bunkers down the left-hand side, they're going to see a lot of action. Conversely, players will bail out to the right and find some really deep rough. It's a sneaky tough tee shot.
This is about a 120-yard shot. Buckle up, take a look at this one. Tap in birdies. What a beautiful sight. The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow.
Gotta love that start right there. Absolutely taking it to the field.
Ooh, almost went in. Before we go back to live play, let's take a look at the leaderboard.
We have a par 5 on this one.
And a narrow landing area indeed on this par 5. You gotta find the fairway if you want to have any hope of trying to reach this par 5 and 2.
That is absolutely spot on.
The third hole at TPC Southwind reached the first of the par 5s on the golf course. A lot of water in play. You need to be brave if you're going for this in 2.
More golf balls hit into the water at TPC Southwind than any other golf course on tour. An excellent reason why. You get a little careless, that water on the right-hand side is going to gobble up that second shot.
And now, here's a look at the par 3 fourth.
Downhill to a minuscule green. It's got a couple of bunkers on the right-hand side as well as front left. That water, however, gets really close when they put the pin up front.
7 feet remains.
A great birdie chance here.
Padding that lead. Wow, what a start.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
Here we go at the 5th hole.
Long par 4, some nasty, heavy trees down the right-hand side, and some pretty good-sized bunkers down the left. Thread the needle, you got a clear shot for your second shot.
That was really well played. Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. That was the right distance and the right club. Well done. And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard. Halfway through, and they are in first place entering the weekend.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Well, that'll do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. Have a great night. watch as we check the leaderboard at the start of this third round. Our featured player is sitting on top.
Well, this is where everything starts to get a little bit real for these players now, isn't it? 36-hole lead. You're sitting on that lead with just 36 to go, and you're the hunted. This is going to be fun.
Let's go down to the 12th hole.